I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about I'm not ready for a relationship.
That can happen.
You may have heard those words.
I have heard those words.
You know, it's interesting. Margaret and I were talking about this. Many times people can genuinely not be ready for a relationship.
Oh, yes.
And they can really be in a place in life where they can't give. They can't be committed. They can't think about having another partner and their feelings and all of the obligations that come along with that.
Yes.
Now, sometimes you hear that as a blanket excuse.
Right.
And sometimes people will just tell you when they're breaking up with you, I'm not ready for a relationship, when it really isn't about them not being ready for a relationship. They just don't want to be with you anymore.
With you, yeah.
So it can be really tough to tell the difference.
But you did one called The Right Person at the Wrong Time.
Yes.
And that's kind of what we're talking about. That can happen. Somebody very interesting that you might have been interested at another time in life can come along at a time when you just can't do it.
Absolutely.
And that's a little sad, but it does in reality happen.
Absolutely. Yeah. I look at some of my previous relationships and I think that could have worked out had it happened at a different time.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
But, you know, it can be tough to tell. Are they saying it because they really are not ready? Are they saying it because they want to break up with me? Is it just an excuse?
And it's kind of easier to say that than, I really don't like you anymore.
Yeah, I'm not attracted to you. I don't like you. Your jokes are terrible.
Yeah.
All things that I've been told.
Yes.
So today we're going to look at a video that kind of, you try and figure out what's going on, and which do you think it might be? Is it this person broke up with them because they're not ready for a relationship? Or is it an excuse? Or maybe it's both.
Yeah. And it can be both.
It can be both. Alright, so the guy in this video is in his early 30s. And he's dating a woman that is in their mid-20s. And so he was telling me how he met this woman. Now, according to him, the ex, or his current ex, actually dated his friend, which to me is odd. I personally wouldn't date one of my friend's ex-girlfriends.
And there are people who hold to that. It's just part of the rules. You don't date my ex, but it's not everybody's rule.
Yeah, I just would never do that.
Right. Well, they didn't feel good about it.
I mean, unless it was like, okay, if I dated. Or maybe if it was a girl that only went on like a couple of dates with a friend of mine, he's like, oh, I don't care, I didn't really like her or whatever.
Yeah.
But anything like any kind of serious thing,
yes,
that's off limits.
It would feel like a betrayal.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm more loyal to my friends than that. I wouldn't do that to them. I wouldn't like it. As a matter of fact, one of my friends years ago hit on one of my ex-girlfriends. We had just broken up, and he called me up and was trying to like beat around the bush, and I'm like, no, that's odd. I've been with this girl for like 4 years, and he called her and lied to her and told her that I gave him my blessing.
Which you hadn't at all.
No, I hadn't.
How sleazy.
And she told me, and she felt uncomfortable because she's like, this is your friend, and I'm sorry this happened, and I really don't want to be in this position.
It's kind of complicated.
But it felt like a real betrayal, and I couldn't believe he did that.
I'm sure it did.
So, sometimes you're going to have people that don't think it's a big deal. But for me,
yes, you are.
And a girl that it was 4 years, and he should have known better.
4 years is a long time. You have to use your judgment.
Yeah.
Friends are hard to come by, too. You don't want to lose them.
All right, so he was telling me more about her situation, and he said that her mother had 4 relationships and 3 children, and she is the first. So I don't know if he is implying with different men.
I think that's what
he's from a different country.
Yes.
So that's probably why. So you got to bear with some of this language here. She contacted her father at 18. I guess she had no relationship with her dad until she was 18.
Okay.
So that would make her really struggle to trust any men.
Yeah, that would complicate relationships right there. Mm-hmm. She doesn't really sound happy with Mom either.
Yeah. Well, how could you be? Your mom has got all the kinds of stepfathers, fathers, different kinds of dads.
And if she's the oldest, chances are she took care of the younger ones.
Yeah. Okay. Family has its own fight, and I guess there's a lot of fighting between the aunt and the mother. Okay. So he says, last 1 month she said she doesn't know how she feels. She didn't have any pause, or I think he means to say break, after her breakup. She was confused. Her ex sent her pictures and she didn't block him. Now, why would she block him unless he was harassing her?
Right.
I don't know why he would assume he would do that, or she would do that to him. But it sounds like she didn't take any time, any space after she started dating him, and he would know that.
Yes, he would.
Because she was dating his friend.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not know they just broke up?
Yeah.
So to me, you're going down dangerous, uncharted territory here. He said, I cried and said to her that if she misses me, then contact me. And I left her. So he handled that further
yes, he
right
did.
there.
If you want me back, call me. Yeah.
Let's see if he left it at that. Oh, here we go. I wrote a handwritten letter to her.
And where did he get that idea, I wonder?
Not from us.
No.
That I understand that she broke up, accept it, and maybe we will be friends in the future. Sounds like he's setting himself up for failure, though.
Yeah.
Saying friends in the future.
He's still hopeful to have some relationship with her.
Yeah, but do you really want to be friends with an ex?
No, not when it's complicated either.
Not when you have feelings for them, no. Okay. But I'll give her the space and the time. And he says, I think this was a mistake. Giving her space and time is a mistake. And that's probably why you're making mistakes like sending handwritten letters.
Yeah. So that's probably not a mistake. If she said she needed time to think about things, we need to give her time. Yeah. And he says in the same sentence just about, I will give her the time to do that, except I won't.
Except it's a mistake.
Yeah.
I didn't contact her then, and it's been a week already. Now, he says that the two biggest problems, according to her, were that he was too caring for her, and that he was too much.
He was too much.
That's what she said. I was too much for her and too caring. She got confused and didn't know that she loves me just like I love her, and she doesn't feel what she felt before. Well, she's confused.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
I could definitely, I mean, she said she's confused, but I could even feel it in the way he wrote that.
Yeah. He's confused because she's confused and everyone's confused.
Yeah, and the ex-boyfriend is going to be hanging around in the picture too, which is your friend. So now what are you going to do? Are you going to throw your friend under the bus? Mm-hmm. Are you going to sabotage that relationship? See, I don't want to bring any friendships into the mix here.
No, friends are hard enough to come by as it is.
Uh-huh. Maybe they were just acquaintances, but... He says, Hi Craig, thanks for helping me and others. We were friends with my ex for 2 years before we got together. I guess, meaning they were both friends.
They all hung out together is what it sounds like.
For a couple of years. So we knew her for a few years. Her ex, who was my best friend.
Oh my.
Is this? I don't want you as my best friend, buddy. I hate to tell you, we ain't friends. No. We ain't even going to be acquaintances if you want to date the girl that I'm dating.
Right.
If that's on the table for you, friendship's off my table.
Yes, I would agree.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just bizarre to me.
It's just too tricky, yeah.
Okay. Even if my friend said, please go ahead, go date her. I don't want to. I'd still be like,
Still too tricky.
No, I'm sorry. There's too many other people in the world. Right. He didn't take care of her, but I did. We got close together, and we were happy for 5 months.
So he came in and did all the things he thought his friend hadn't done.
Yep. We were in love with each other. We agreed on, unfortunately, that she will keep this a secret until the summer.
Oh, I made up a poster once for adolescents I worked with that said, if you have to keep it secret, don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... maybe she didn't want the ex to find out.
Apparently not.
So what does that say? She's probably not over him.
Right.
Or, I mean, why would she want to keep that a secret?
Yes, yeah.
It feels off to me.
She didn't want to upset him, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe she wanted him back, or still was not over him.
She might have had feelings for him still, you think, yeah.
And hoping he was coming back around again, and that if he was dating, or you were dating her, he wouldn't come back around.
Yeah.
I cared for her so much. She jumped to this relationship immediately, and the last months I felt that she changed. And I have a great video on that called You've Changed. Write it down. Go watch it. I love that video.
Okay.
Good one. She says she doesn't know what she feels anymore. She's confused. Her ex upset her. Sent her old photos and texted her. And then she said we should break up.
So she was feeling guilty.
And she really wasn't over him.
No, she wasn't. You're right.
So, in this case, she really wasn't over him and ready for a new relationship.
No.
And your behavior was turning her off. So I think it was both going on here.
I think so too.
Right? Her birthday will be in 3 weeks from now. I will do no contact with her, but should I go if she invites me? Well, I don't see why you shouldn't go if she invites you.
Sure.
Because if she invites you, then maybe it means, hey, I've had some time.
Yeah.
I've thought about it. I don't want to be with my ex. We broke up for a reason. I revisited it. And or maybe just she felt more time and space and ready to explore something new.
Yeah.
Right? So why not go? I don't think she's going to.
No.
But if she does, then I say go. See, that's part of the problem now. Because if she's revisiting going back to the ex, that's your friend.
Yep.
Now there's this whole bizarre secret triangle because you didn't tell your friend, I'm assuming, and she didn't tell your friend. I mean, and now how messed up is it if she gets back with the ex and now...
Yeah. Yeah, and can you all hang out again just like nothing happened? No, probably not.
No, and it wouldn't be fair if he didn't find out, I don't think.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, if she invites me and I don't say happy birthday to her, I cannot be rude and say to her that I don't want to be a friend because I wrote that letter and she doesn't know me like that. We were friends for 2 years. I was always kind. What suggestion can you get? How can I get in a better position in this situation? Well, you put yourself in quite a tricky situation to begin with.
Yeah.
If she invites you, then I say, go, obviously, have a good time.
Yep.
But, you're telling her in a letter that you don't want to be, or that you will be friends in the future, but it can't be both ways. Like, are you going to be her friend if you secretly want to date her? You're going to be miserable.
Yes.
If you really want to date her, then I say, tell her you can't be friends.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying be mean.
No.
Nobody's telling you not to be kind about it. Just because you're telling her I can't be with you as just friends anymore doesn't mean you're not being kind.
Right.
Right? As a matter of fact, you got to be more kind to yourself than you are to other people. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. You can't be good for other people.
He's got himself in a bad situation here. He stands to lose both of them.
Yeah, because who knows what the friend will do if he finds out.
Now, it sounds to me like she's saying she needs more space. He was too much.
He was too kind. He was too much.
He was too much. So that sounds...
he feels very intense.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Right?
So you can imagine that she might have felt a little smothered, possibly.
I'm guessing he has an anxious attachment style.
Yeah, and he was kind of too present for her. The other thing is...
And she wasn't ready for that again.
No.
She may have just wanted something casual.
Yeah, yes, and sometimes people do want something casual.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, there's no way she had time to grieve. She went from the relationship with the ex to the relationship with him without so much as taking a week to think it over.
Yeah.
And we can't have an investment in somebody that we've established over months or years and then take it back instantly, turn it off, and reinvest.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Beware of instant anything when it comes to relationships. They don't work that way.
Yeah.
So she was a little overwhelmed by all of it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're all in a difficult situation because you have a big secret there too.
Yeah, you don't need a secret to complicate it.
Mm-hmm.
Lord knows.
He's going to put himself in a position here where he's going to be really unhappy.
I think so too. He's already very unhappy.
Yeah. You're telling her that now you can be friends. And you're not going to be happy if you're friends. And you're not going to be authentic if you're really wanting to date her.
Right.
And you're going to put yourself in a bad situation if you're not more upfront. I wouldn't settle for friendship here.
No. And he's not talked to his friend about this.
Yeah.
Ever. This is a big secret.
Mm-hmm.
Secrets never work.
It's going to be really tricky to work through this because what are you going to tell your friend?
Yeah, he's trying.
Nothing.
They're trying to spare his feelings, but they can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not healthy. This is not good. This is why I don't like to go down a road like this, especially in a situation. If you're going to be dating your ex's or your friend's ex, you better be upfront with your friend at the very least. He could be furious.
Sure.
He might say, "How could you do this to me?" Right? We don't know.
No.
So now you're in a really tricky situation. But she's not ready for a relationship.
No, it's clear.
And I think she also used that as part of the reason, as an excuse, because your behavior was too much. You were intense. You were too strong.
Yes.
She probably was looking for something more relaxed and casual. She just got out of a relationship and you knew that.
Yeah.
But you didn't care about that. You only cared about how you felt. And you cannot act like that in a relationship. If you're that selfish, you're going to wind up in a situation like this.
Yes.
Where you've now kept a secret from your friend. Now she's kept a secret from her ex. I don't know if we call it lying, but
nobody
betrayal.
Knows whether they're coming. Yes, betrayal. I mean, many people would feel betrayed by this. So yeah, everybody needs to get out of this and put things up front.
Yeah. So who knows what's going to happen if you give her some time? Maybe she'll really appreciate the value that, she's known you for several years.
Yes.
It's entirely possible she takes some time to revisit the ex. Maybe she won't. Maybe she'll just say, you know what? He was a jerk, because you did say he was bad to her or whatever.
Yes, that's what this guy says. However, he successfully guilt-tripped her, it sounds like. Because he sent photos and texts. And,
yes, the ex.
Right,
Yeah, so the ex isn't even over her.
No.
Your friend isn't even over her, and you're still going after her. This situation is not healthy.
Not good, no.
See, and you know what? I'll say this. If she does say to you, you know what? He wasn't good to me. I'm sorry. I don't care about him in a romantic way anymore. I do want to date you. I think you better be upfront with your friend the second time around.
Absolutely right.
And say, how would you feel if I date so-and-so?
Yep.
And you better think long and hard about that and losing that friendship if it's worth it to you.
That's right.
Tough situation.
Yes, very difficult. I wish them all well.
But in my video, Choosing a Good Partner, one of the things I talk about is somebody that is single and available to be in a relationship.
Oh, and you hear very complex situations when you do what we do. Yeah.
Yeah. So you always want to be in a relationship that's with somebody who's ready for it.
And available, right.
And if they're not, you're going to find that they're going to be a lot more likely to walk away when there's problems and issues than to stick it out.
Right.
All right, a lot to think about.
Okay, yes, a lot to think about.
So, if you want to get our help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works for you. I do email coaching, Skype coaching, and emergency Skype coaching. Margaret is also available for Skype coaching. If you go to the website and just click on Margaret, you can click on that and
do sign up.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I'd love to hear from you.
All right, so that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon.
Hi, I'm Coach Margaret, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist with 35 years experience. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. If you would like professional help with your situation, please contact us at askcraig.net.